Is there anything more comforting than the smell of freshly made, homemade empanada? Well, today I'm gonna show you how to make authentic, homemade empanada at home in a super easy way, so it always turns out perfect.
Here's a list with the ingredients and quantities, so if you want, you can pause the video and write them down with pen and paper.
There are no secrets in this recipe, just good ingredients. And the trick is to cook an onion with a big piece of red bell pepper and green bell pepper. That mix gives it a magical touch.
So here I am with my onion, as always, very, very finely chopped. We want it to almost melt into the sauce itself. The process is to cut some strips and then cut those strips again. Look, I'm going to do it with a big piece of red bell pepper too. You see, we make some pretty thin strips. Then we gather them all together and chop them at once. And the same with the big piece of green bell pepper. And with that, into the pan. A splash of oil, and this time, first, just the onion. We're going to add it over medium heat or even a little less. And give it a stir every now and then until you see that it turns soft and translucent. It's essential to give it that occasional stir. Then we add the 2 peppers. And we do the same thing. We're going to cook it slowly.
And the trick is to be patient, not to rush. We put it in and let it soften gently. We need it to get really, really soft. Add 3 cans of tuna. You can use it in water. If that's the case, wow, you can even leave the liquid in. And if you have it in oil,
you have to drain it. And now we add 3 cans of tuna. As I told you before, I'm using tuna in brine, so I don't mind if the water with its flavor gets in. If it were in oil, in escabeche, or something else, you would have to drain it first. And now for the 3rd can.
Now we add a glass of tomato sauce, about 200 milliliters. And we mix it well. If we see that we need a little more, we add it too. But the trick is to cook it slowly, so that all the flavors blend together, turning into that magical sauce you already have in mind.
And now we add more tomato sauce. As much as you want, at least 1 cup or 1.5 cups. But you could add more if you want it to have more of a tomato flavor. The thing is, once you add it, you have to give it some flavor. So here we're going to add freshly ground black pepper. Also salt, of course. It's essential to counteract the sweetness of the tomato sauce. And I also add a little bit of garlic powder.
And keep stirring it until it's really, really shredded. We don't want big pieces of tuna or bonito. We want it to be completely broken up.
And now, like I was saying, it's time to mix it really well so everything is evenly distributed and to make sure the tuna is shredded as much as possible. Don't worry, this won't even take you a minute. And even if you're already craving to eat it, wait for it to cook a little. I recommend that you lower the heat even more. Keep it nice and low, and stir it from time to time. Let it cook for about 10 minutes. That way it'll get a nice thickness and texture. Wow, this is a top-notch filling. Look how good it looks.
If you want the perfect result, let it cool before assembling the empanada. That detail makes all the difference.
So I recommend transferring it to another container, like a big plate, for example, so it cools down quickly. Remember, the pan will still be hot. And then, let's move on to the dough. You can make it yourself, or you can buy the typical pre-made empanada dough, which comes with this baking paper underneath. You just have to roll it out and put the filling on top. Everything goes inside. Spread it out so it has a more or less even height, but don't go all the way to the edges. Leave at least 2 centimeters on each side.
Notice that I'm spreading the filling, but I'm not taking it all the way to the edges of the empanada. That's because I'm going to use those edges to fold and seal everything well.
We place the other sheet of dough on top and pay attention to how we assemble it. It's super simple. If you do it this way, it always turns out well. You press the edges with freshly washed hands. That's essential. And then you fold them inward. That's we left those 2 centimeters. Come on, fold all the edges inward to make sure the filling doesn't come out. Once you have them folded, take a fork and press down a little. If it starts to stick, put it in a glass of water. It's that easy. And you keep going around the edge without any problem. When it starts to stick, you wet it with water. And you seal all the sides. Finally, we poke the surface with a little space between each hole. This is so the dough can breathe, so it doesn't puff up and doesn't break. And lastly, we're going to brush it with beaten egg, achieving that typical golden surface of a super empanada. If you don't have a pastry brush, just wash your hands and do it with your fingers, which also works well. I'm going to get the baking tray. I place it underneath with the parchment paper on top of the tray, and off to the oven I go. I have it preheated to 190 degrees Celsius, about 380 Fahrenheit. I place it on the lower middle rack with heat from above and below, and in my case, with the fan on.
It's going to be in the oven for about 45 or 50 minutes. But as soon as you see the result,
it's on another level. For me, in 35 minutes, it turned out perfect, and it looks amazing. You take it out, let it cool down a bit, and then you can cut it. A delicious empanada that's good cold, good hot, it's cold.
hot and always delicious.
What a great Galician empanada we've made, with hardly any effort. Let's slice it up and show you why this is so delicious. It's the bread, that dough, that birdie. It combines with a thick, juicy, and super tasty filling. What? Did you know making empanada was this easy?
Look at this beauty, golden on the outside, crispy on top, and juicy on the inside. Everything's perfect. How delicious! An easy and quick way to have a great empanada, with little effort, and it always turns out well. Tell me in the comments what other filling you can think of. I'd be happy to get ideas from you. Come on, today everyone gets to eat.